Welcome to the new session, chapter The Rise of Nationalism in Europe, part 3.2. The part is The Making of Nationalism in Europe, under which we are going to learn the aristocracy and the new middle class. Keenly observe this European map. This map is drawn after the Vienna Congress held in 1815 19th century. The explanation which we are going to learn after this in the following slides depends on this. So one must understand that explanation with reference to this map. Socially and politically, a landed aristocracy was the dominant class in Europe. Here we need to justify this statement. For that, 3 points are there. The members of this class were united by a common way of life that cut across regional decisions. They owned estates in the countryside and also townhouses. They spoke French for purposes of diplomacy and in high society. Structure of the society during that time. The powerful aristocracy was numerically a small group. The majority of the population was made up of peasantry. To the west, the bulk of the land was formed by tenants and small owners. In Eastern and Central Europe, the pattern of landholding was characterized by vast estates which were cultivated by serfs. In Western and parts of Central Europe, the growth of industrial production and trade meant the growth of towns and the emergence of commercial classes whose existence was based on production for the market. Here, during this process, new social groups also have emerged. Industrialization began in England in the second half of the 18th century, but in France and the parts of German states it occurred only during the 19th century. In its wake, new social groups came into being. A working class population and middle classes made up of industrialists, businessmen, and professionals. In Central and Eastern Europe, the groups were smaller in number till late 19th century. It was among the educated liberal middle classes that ideas of national unity following the abolition of aristocratic privileges gained popularity. Thank you.